everybody keeps wanting to talk about is the Zack stuff with Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's like the most brilliant piece of planned viral marketing I've ever seen for a video game. But let's talk about it. A lot of people have asked my opinion on where is Zack, right? Where is Zack in the 3 months or however long it is between what we see Zack and Cloud hitting the Midgar in the flashbacks and stuff, and where he pops up at Aerith's church at the end of Intergrade. So there are a couple of, I think for me, there's really one option on all of this. I really feel strongly that there are two different things it could be, but the thing I feel strongly about is he was reacquired by Hojo, or he was found and kind of kept on ice by Cissnei and Singh. So I think it's one of those two things. Either way, Shinra has some kind of involvement and they've kept him on ice or whatever. Something's going on there, which explains why he's cleaned up in Aerith's church and he's all busted up and defeated and couldn't take another battle. When you see Cloud and Zack heading to the church, or heading to Midgar. So, and I'm going to do another video about the two Buster Swords thing, but if you think about the pattern of events and how things happen, and my whole theory revolves around them being in the singularity. The world is changed completely, but those things in the singularity are not changed. How do you explain the Buster Sword? I get all that. Like, I'm going to do a whole other video talking about the two Buster Swords and what I think happened there. But in my theory, I really feel strongly that Zack knows he's about to get caught by Shinra once they're in Midgar. I think he stashes Cloud, and then he's like, "Whoa, okay, I'll come peacefully. I'll come peacefully," or whatever with Cloud, and then Cloud proceeds as it went. Now, here's the thing. He took his Buster Sword with him wherever he went. So, what does that have to say about Cloud? Again, I'm going to cover the two Buster Swords thing in another video, but it has to do with the singularity. And when Zack was reacquired, well, there's another way you could look at it too, though, and this is the cheap way, and this is the one I don't like, right? Let me preface this by saying this is the one I do not like, is that Zack leaves the Buster Sword with Cloud, and if he's captured by Hojo or something like that, they just create like a new Buster Sword for him. It's just a hunk of metal, right? They could replicate it. I don't like that one. That's the easy throwaway version. I don't like that one, because it was Angeal's. It does have like a history, it's like a family heirloom almost. It's in his family, all that kind of thing. So it has importance to it, has gravitas to it. I feel like if it were a fake, Zack would know it's a fake. So that being said, Universe Prime, like Gaia Prime, and Gaia Altered. That's what I'm gonna call these, because Gaia Prime is what we start Remake as. Gaia Altered is what happens at the end of Remake. So Gaia Prime, Cloud, we know how he got it. Zack died and he got to Midgar with the sword and all that kind of stuff. Gaia Altered, Zack keeps the Buster Sword but hides Cloud from whoever's coming after him. He gets put on ice, or Sung and one or two other Turks secretly kind of keep him on ice and keep him in a basement somewhere, or keep him in a safe house somewhere so nobody knows what's going on there. So he gets out, he heads out on his own. So if he was captured by Singh, or like kept safe by Singh, right, he would get out of his own volition. Like he would break out on his own and go looking for Aerith and see if he can find what's up and what's going on. But this is why I don't feel that way. Why I'm leaning more toward Hojo acquiring Zack and messing with his brain, because the Zack we see at the end of Intergrade really comes off like like he's all fresh-faced and cheery, and he's like just wanting to reconnect with Aerith. It doesn't seem like a dude who knows he's on the run or knows he's a wanted man. He doesn't come off that way. He comes off as someone who's in the neighborhood, who like dropped in. I haven't been in town in about 5 years. I just want to surprise you and drop in and say hi. You know, I know this is your haunt. I know this is where you hang out. So I feel more strongly that Zack was reacquired by Shinra when the timeline was changed, right? In this new altered Gaia, he gets to Midgar with Cloud. He hides Cloud before Shinra catches up to him. He cannot take another battle. He cannot go through another battle, so he surrenders himself. And he gets put in one of those underground labs. And look, here's the deal. Like, the first remake showed us that underground lab not for a throwaway level or a throwaway fight. That had a purpose. I feel like Zack was being held in one of those labs and being kept on ice, kind of like, you know, what they do with the deep ground people. Kind of like it has been shown that Shinra has all this stuff under Midgar. The G specimen area where you fight the unknown entity, right? And then the wall comes down and then you see people in tubes in there. If Zack isn't in that room, like after the world is remade, I feel like Zack is in that room. Like I feel like he's in there once the world is remade, because when you're there in remake, the world is not remade yet. You haven't done it, right? It has not been done. You haven't destroyed the Whispers and the Harbinger and all this other kind of stuff. But if it's not that facility, it's one almost exactly like it under Midgar somewhere. Probably under Sector 5. There's probably some kind of exit way under Sector 5. And he's released. He's released. Because I think Hojo wants to find the party. He wants to see what happens with the reunion. He wants to keep an eye on Cloud and Aerith. And we know how obsessed Hojo is with Aerith at this point. So, and Hojo doesn't come off like a dude who doesn't have a plan B, or plan C, a plan D, or a plan E, right? He didn't want Aerith to get away. He has not lost his infatuation with Aerith. It feels like, to me, Hojo let them escape the drum. He let them escape. I feel like there were other fail-safes and things in place, and of course the Whispers would have kept things in play. But in the original, they don't have to go through all the things they had to go through in Hojo's drum and all that kind of stuff. So, I say all that to say this. I feel confident. In my version, I believe what has happened is Hojo reacquired Zack Fair. Not that Zack is like a puppet. He's not a puppet. He's not going to be doing evil things and stuff like that. I feel like he was reacquired and put in like some kind of stasis. Like he was put into like a coma or something like that. We know they can do that to the soldiers. We know they can do things like that. They can manipulate and alter the soldiers however they wish. Well, to an extent, right? Like they can't heal their cellular degradation. That's something to do with Sephiroth's genome specifically. But they can control them genetically to an extent. So I feel like that's what's going on with Zack. That's where he's been. And so once it's clear that the party is out of Hojo's reach, he sends Zack. And Zack is not under any orders. He's not being controlled by Hojo. He just releases Zack because he's going to know Zack has a tie to Cloud. Zack has a tie to Aerith. He has a tie to both of them, right? Soldier members are monitored super closely. Sephiroth knew that Zack and Aerith had a thing kind of going on. The Turks knew Zack and Aerith kind of had a thing going on. So Hojo would know that. So he wants to keep an eye on Cloud for the reunion. He wants to get his hands back on Aerith. How do you track him down? Just release Zack. Just release him. Just let him go. And follow him. So he's going to release Zack. He's just going to follow Zack. He's going to keep an eye on Zack. And then that's what's up with Zack. I really feel confidently and strongly that's what's going on, because the whole tone of Rebirth that we've seen so far, even the ending of Intergrade, the way they frame the shots, the way they're doing different things, it really comes off like it's high anxiety, high tension, very ominous. That's the tone of everything. Like, even the scene at the church with Zack and Aerith, like, well, when Zack goes back to look, you can see the flower smashed where Cloud fell, but also, you know, where Zack fell and all that kind of stuff. But it would have been a long time at that. I've seen some people say, well, it's where Zack fell. That would have been a long time at that point since Zack fell in there, right? But who just fell in there? Cloud just fell in there. He's just missed the party leaving Midgar. Like, he's not like right on their heels, but he's not super far behind. I feel like the party's in calm. Zack is there. He's just putting things together. I think he's going to go to Aerith's mom's house. He's going to try and see what's going on. Marlene's there. I think he's going to hook up with Biggs and maybe Kate Shee, Reeve, you know. I think there's going to be some little things going on there. I definitely think Biggs and Zack are going to have something going on there. But how much of the world is remade and how much of people's minds have been changed, we don't know. But that is my theory on what is going on with Zack. Later on this week, I have got the big theory video. Everything I think that's going on in the storyline from start to finish. Like where we've been, what I think happened, what I think is happening, and where I think it's going. I've been working on this thing for like 3 weeks. And I have not changed my mind on some things, but I have kind of slightly deviated the path of where I think things are ultimately heading. So I have had to kind of course correct some things in the video, but it's coming. I'm excited to get that out there. But a lot of you all have been asking about the Zack stuff, especially with Crisis Core Reunion happening. This is what I think is going on with Zack. Now, tomorrow they might release something that makes this old news and obsolete, but today, and this whole time, if you all go back and watch my older videos, this whole time, this is what I've felt like is happening. I kind of make these refresher videos. They don't really change from my old theories, but I've got a lot of newer subscribers here that maybe are just new to my stuff. Welcome if you are. I kind of do these videos for you all because I know it's a lot to go back and dig through like 100 videos to find something. So every now and then, probably once a week, I'll do these refresher videos on older theories and kind of revisit them and think, what do I think now? How do I feel about it now? So, but I really appreciate all of you all. That's what I think is going on with Zack. Thank you to everybody who has chimed in and wanted to know my thoughts on that. 2 Buster Swords video coming tomorrow. I'm going to be talking about that. A lot of people are wondering what's going on with the 2 Buster Swords. It's got a lot to do with Gaia Prime, Gaia Altered, and the Singularity. So, and it all, if linear time can be altered, linear, boom, here, you know, if you're going to go where you were supposed to go anyway, it can be kind of confusing. I might actually put some drawn diagrams in this video to talk about it. But anyway, I appreciate you all being here. Thank you for all the support, all the love, and until next time, y'all have a great night. Be safe, be good to each other, keep rocking. I will see you all in the next video, or tonight for the live stream on twitch.tv/Ray Kaufman. Come hang out. I'll see you all later. I want to say a quick thank you to my YouTube and Patreon members and supporters. If you would like to support the future creation of content on this channel, get some few extra perks and some art sent to your door every month, consider becoming a Patreon or YouTube member. Details and links are in the video description.